Hey guys, and thanks for tuning into my video. Today, I want to do a quick review here, and this is really, it's not really a review. It's basically, I guess you'd have to call it, how I managed to get into a Wilson Combat. Somebody that's really not a 1911 person and really could give a crap less about 1911s. I just wanted to, mention how I got into the 1911 Wilson Combat. Like I said, my very first 1911 was like a Springfield Armory, and then I bought one of those. I think it's RIA or RIT. It was like a $500 1911. They were okay, but I had them for a little while, and I got rid of them. Then I bought a Ed Brown, and you know the history of that. And then I picked up a Nighthawk Custom. Now, it's a long story. I had some Desert Eagles, and I had bought a stainless steel Desert Eagle when I had picked up my Nighthawk. There was some dealing I did, and I ended up inheriting a stainless steel Desert Eagle, and I really liked it, and that's another story. I'll get into that when my Desert Eagle gets back, because I'm getting some work done to that. But, so I didn't really need 3 Desert Eagles, and I had 2 5.7s, so I didn't need 3 Desert Eagles and 2 5.7s. So I decided I was going to sell 2 of my Desert Eagles and 1 of my 5.7s. So I did that. I actually, and I really didn't sell them until I found the Wilson Combat. I had talked to somebody a while ago about putting an order in for a Wilson Combat. And they told me the orders are anywhere from 2 to 3 years, possibly 4 years. For the gun I wanted, it would be about $7,500 for all the enhancements and everything I wanted into the gun. So I looked around. I says, I don't know if I'm going to do it. I don't know if I want to wait that long, because I'm a pretty impatient person. So I had actually been looking, and I found a gun dealer out of state. I think he was in Tennessee, Texas, I can't remember. And he had told me that he had just gotten a Wilson Combat Supergrade, and I had no idea what a Supergrade was. So I started looking at on YouTube, and I could not find a Supergrade like the one he had. So I looked on the internet, and I couldn't find one, and I finally went to Wilson Combat's website, and they had a off-the-wall link there. It was kind of a hidden link, and they showed the Wilson Combat Supergrade. I didn't know what model it was, but I came to find out it's a Wilson Combat Tactical Professional Supergrade. Now, this particular one, I like stainless steel guns, wasn't stainless steel. Which I says, that's sweet. It's stainless steel, it's 45 ACP, it's a Supergrade, it's a Wilson Combat. I didn't like that it was not a compact. It's kind of an odd, well, not model, but I guess unique. This particular gun is a professional, which is a full-size frame. The magazine holds 8 bullets. But they put a 4-inch slide on it, or a 4-inch barrel. Maybe the slide's like 4.5 or something. So it's easier for carrying, and you have a good grip on the gun. And actually, it feels good in your hand. Okay. It really does feel good. I haven't taken this to the range yet. The Ed Brown I did, and the Nighthawk Custom, and I'll be taking this out and comparing this, how this fires, and I'll have some videos of me firing it too. But I looked, and it had a shitload of features on it. It had carry cuts. It had a ribbed slide. It had ambi slide safeties. It had recessed slide releases, slide release. It had extended magazine release. It was 8 rounds. It had combat sights with a gold bead in front. It had a 1-piece recoil rod. It had a fluted custom barrel, and it was crowned and angled in the front of the barrel too. So it had a lot. It had a bulletproof magwell. Plus it was a Wilson Combat. And the inscription in it was all cursive, so that's extra too for that money. The gun they wanted, it was going for about, they wanted 6,500 for the gun. Okay, so I had sold 2 Desert Eagles and 1.57, and between that I had liquidated and I sold ammunition with my 5.7, so I got like 3,200 for my 5.7, and I got $4,400 for my 2 Desert Eagles. So I got 4 for 7, almost $7,500 I got out of those 3 guns. So I paid the guy, and we talked a lot, and I was able to get the gun for about $5,900 shipped. So we cut a good deal. Then right away, I went out and picked up a set of Crimson Trace laser grips. Those were about 4. And VZ grip screws, which were like 20 bucks. I actually, if you can look at these grips here, you see that medallion, the gold medallion with the logo. I actually modified these grips and put those in. So the medallions were like 50 bucks for a set of 2. So if you figure 59, 50, 60, 63, about 64, you might as well say about $6,500 the gun ended up costing me so far. But like I say, the gun is worth about $7,000, 2 to 3 year wait period. You can't buy it. You know, you wouldn't be able to just go out and get one of these guns. They don't have it. You couldn't get it. You'd have to order it. So let's go ahead and start the review and talk about some of the features of the gun and why I like it and if there's any disadvantages or whatever. So let's go ahead and go. And for everybody, I want to show you the gun is empty. All my guns are always empty. It just gets annoying to showing everybody that the gun's empty. Here's the magazine, and the one thing you'll notice right away, it is a 8-round magazine. Okay. There's a dummy round in there. I'm going to take out. Slide, very smooth. I'm going to lock it back. And you'll see there's your fluted barrel. It's at an angle, it's crowned. How it comes out like this. It's a match grade barrel. You have a 1-piece guide rod. You'll see on top of here your ribbing. And there's a gold dot on there. That's just the type of sight that we ordered it with. It has the Heine combat tight sights. And I'll tell you something about these sights. I like the bluing. Of all 3 guns, this has the best bluing. It's a very heavy bluing on these, which is really nice. The other ones, the bluing on these edges come through quite a bit. So I like it's kind of heavy on the edges, the bluing. I did notice that, and then you see how it has that hold in these like Allen wrench screws. And you'll see it does have a deep recess. See how deep that recess? It's a lot deeper on the other guns. It's a very deep recess, and they don't flatten out the slide release. It's still around. They just make a deeper recess. And of course, these are the VZ grip screws and the medallions I put in. It does have a engraving here, Wilson Combat, and it does say Supergrade in cursive, and it says Wilson Combat in cursive. It is a bulletproof blended magwell, which means you put your finger, you cannot feel anything. There's no lip there. See how that is? There's no lip on that. It is serrated on it's checkered actually on the back. A lot of them have just serrations. These are actually checkering. And the front, it's checkered. Okay, and it has the skeletonized trigger, adjustable, and has your skeletonized hammer with serrations. And the back of the slide is serrated or checkered. Very tight fits, you see. And everything on this particular gun is all milled bar stock steel. Your sights here, your laser sights, same thing. A lot of people were saying they do that so this doesn't hit it, but it would never hit it in 1,000. It comes close, you can see it does light it up. They say that prevents the laser from hitting there when they recess it. I don't know. It's not an off button. Like I say, I did this myself. I put these gold ones, and I think it really, I put gold because the front bead is gold, so it matches it. But you see how black that finishes on these sights? It's extremely black. You don't see that on most of them, you know. If you see my other videos, you see a lot of wear around the corners. So I just don't like when they wear like that. But that is the Supergrade, and it is, you know, well, Wilson's Combat is this is their best gun that they make. It doesn't get any better than this. Now they make a compact, and they make a 9mm, but this is the 45 ACP, and they have that standard type of feed lip too. Okay, and I just want to take this back. Put that back in there, and this is pretty much it, guys. So if you haven't seen a Wilson Supergrade, I'm trying to give you as detailed a view as I can on the gun. Okay. Never, you know, there's a little dirt in there, and that's just for my fingers. Use the toothbrush. Remember, you get a lot of sweat and stuff like that, and dirt gets in these from rubbing and stuff. But use a toothbrush, it comes right out on all the guns. But thanks a lot for tuning into the video, and that's kind of, you know, the reason and how I ended up with the Wilson Combat. Now, the next video that's going to be coming up, which is not ready yet because I don't have the gun yet. And if everything goes right, I mean, the gun is actually paid for, okay? It's going to be the prismatic dueler by Arsenal Arms from Italy. I've been waiting for this gun for about 7 months, okay? It's being built. Now, there's probably only going to get about 25 of them into the United States, and then they're going to have another order coming in September. Once I get this gun, I will do a really great review for you guys. But this prismatic dueler that I'm getting is going to be unlike any prismatic dueler you're going to see on YouTube. Nobody's going to have one like this gun, because this gun has a lot of custom work done to it. It's going to come in very custom. I have a special gunsmith working on it at the factory, and they are going to make it look, it's going to be different. So that's going to be an exciting video, and that dueler costs more than this Wilson Combat. Yeah. So when you see it, the actual prismatic dueler is a dual barrel 45. Okay, that's what it actually is. 2 barrels, and the gun is actually mated together. But like I say, as far as on the range, I don't know. I'll probably be taking this gun out. Well, maybe tomorrow I'll be taking out this gun and firing it. I'm going to take that out and maybe my Smith & Wesson 500 and do some videos. So if I can get out there tomorrow and do some videos with this, I'll take it out tomorrow. I have to put some rounds through it anyway. And it doesn't matter, you know, because if you sell a gun, you're going to lose $500 no matter what. So you might as well fire the gun if you're going to lose the 500, because even unfired you're going to lose 500. But I don't plan on selling it anyway. But I will keep it perfect, and if anything happens to it, or it gets any defects, I'll send it right back and get it refinished. But I pretty much have everything done to this gun. There's really not much can be done to it. Like I say, it has the carry cuts also on there, and all the other enhancements. It's just so many of them. But thanks a lot for tuning in, and I hope this gave you kind of an explanation why I got the Wilson Combat, how I ended up with it. And I'm pretty much satisfied with all the customizations. There might be 1 or 2 things that I might do left on it, I don't know. But right now, this Wilson Combat is the way I want it. But thanks a lot. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning into my video. I know it's kind of repetition, but I wanted to go in depth and explain, you know, why and how I actually got this gun. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.